a bit sweaty on this defense. They've been very quiet. I think we have to notice that from C9, that they're not showing much. 100 Thieves has to get up on a ramp. They have to peek a few corners before they can break this util. And then C9's a little bit more privy to the idea of what 100 Thieves wants to do. Here, 100 Thieves, again, somewhat having to make the first move as they don't gain too much information.
And you talk about the utility needing to be wasted for C9. They haven't wasted that much, actually. That stars, those stars are still available on B side. They still have that turret. The nanoswarm's still there. And they have full utility still on mid and A.
Asuna one away. That could actually be, that'll open up the round. You see him right on the front. He wants to be able to take a fight, a little bit of help with behind. Eccles goes into Astro mode. See if they can find it here.
And that's going to be to cover up the B side, but the pressure's coming in from heaven, at least for 100 Thieves. Asuna trying to go inside the spawn side and misses a second satchel. So this allows for C9 to capitalize on this. A showstopper to come out from Xeppaa that connects onto Eccles. A close range to the false onto BabyJ, but we are answering back. We have 10 seconds left. We're trying to get this plant down, and it's going to be down safely, at least with Asuna on his own on a 2 versus 1, but it's still Vanity that closes that gap with the Spectre, and they get the round on the board after a little bit of celebratory dances.
I feel it was who ulted first. As soon as he got his kill, Asuna flew into sight with those blast packs, and he actually had not activated yet. He
Everybody crunches back as it stays very quiet for 100 Thieves, really respecting their opponents, only trying to creep up on their own, and that's going to be Ethan trying to do a hero play, and so is Asuna, but it's still going to be Xeppaa that's going to finish on top with the spike down now towards B Heaven. A pinch towards the backside from Leaf, and that's already a 5-on-2.
Aggression is king there. Absolutely taking 100 Thieves off guard. Quick peek by Hiko. Now he's just getting sprayed down as he doesn't really want to trade back. Leaf finds BabyJ in mid as 100 Thieves get scattered on a gun round for themselves in round 7.
They definitely heard Hiko come across here as one bullet hits him through the toxic screen towards the back of the site. That confirms it, and we're going to get the
Nobody's gone down yet, so BabyJ cannot activate his. And the Seekers could be used here mid-round to really deflect what they want to do.
Agreed.
As they guard B. It looks like it might happen.
Probably have to try to do something after these paint shells come out to do the ults here to just hit the A site. Yeah. And here it comes. So the Cosmic Divide towards the spawn site. The Seekers. A Rolling Thunder step. It goes towards B side. So it's actually well read here for 100 Thieves. It works for the bait. Both ults for the retake are now canceled out towards B, but it's still trade-offs. It's a 4-on-4, but everybody else that's inside the site on this A side is being held out by Leaf, by Xeppaa, and we have a 7-1 scoreline looking to be an 8-1. Asuna, though, trying to keep the dream alive into this round. Leaf moving forward towards Elbow, wins his duel, and that is going to be it right there. Yeah, ults are not needed for the
audio cue. We see Asuna up in ropes. Going up with here Hiko. They haven't really heard too much yet. They'll take it together. These little things that they may have taken longer on previous rounds to play in their favor. They're going to try here towards the last few rounds of the first half.
There's that showstopper towards Green's Vanity's playing at the same spot. He's challenging it. He's inside that smoke, coming out the Nebula, backstab onto Hiko. That's an execution, but the spike's still down. 34 seconds left on the clock. We lost a knock for Mitch, but we have another one as Leaf has a duel of the Fuss. Now xeta, though, also gets the headshot onto Eccles. That wall's about to disappear here on the defender side, at least for the Cosmic Divide. And slowly, we have C9 rotating back. 2 players, 400 Thieves, both playing towards Heaven side. Pre-fired shot. BabyJ has to win this important fight here towards screens, and he does. 2 versus 1. About to look for a jiggle peek for information, and Asuna has an inkling that we do have Xeppaa moving up towards A ramp. He closes a gap. He wins that fight, and finally, 100 Thieves put one on the board. And Riv, we needed that because they almost.
Ooh. That's damage. xeta is afraid now. They got to be very careful about getting themselves back in. The retake is still easy with the way he can use his util. Eccles coming up with a huge frag on Leaf. That is big.
Huge one, because that's the operator down. Mitch has an Odin to work with, though. This is still very dangerous to overtake the B site. And what I like, though, from this kill, you force the rotation back towards B. You weaken up the A site. You also drop the player in Leaf. So Vanity has to play this map a little bit more passively. In this last round, by the way, in this first half, Riv, it's not only Mitch with Odin, but we also have Vanity. So they're definitely playing with a lot of confidence.
It's definitely an anchor a sight and pull the trigger once you hear it coming. There's 2 already, Vans.
That is so much utility being used towards that B site, and we're trying to just go for the Eagle Peak in the end for C9, trying to disrespect 100 Thieves, but in the end, it's them that are getting disrespected. A 9-2 scoreline looking to be a 9-3, as once again, we go through the Cosmic Divide, and we will go through a break that 100 Thieves really needs after this Prime Gaming.
Switching sides.
They can take the patience we saw from those last few rounds that they used more patience than rushing to get into the sites. Maybe it works out here on defense, already putting the pressure a bit onto Leaf. I like the space they take, and we see Asuna doing a bit of orb focus right off the bat.
But that is also a Trailblazer and Pain Shell used early on the A side for info and damage, and it didn't do any damage at all. All that for a trade for a little teleportation from Leaf. You're going to take that. Nope, nope. Don't take that one. Leaf inside the ropes, able to get that kill on to Xeppaa, and an off angle from Asuna on the left side top ramp. So things are looking good, at least for 100 Thieves on that defense. A nice little dink long range, looking for the kill. It works for Ethan. A Nova Pulse and also a Gravity Well, but Vanity is just holding it back. He knows he's been inside the corner. He's allowing for Mitch to come out from the rope side, and it works out for 2 kills, but Vanity's on his own. Frenzy against BabyJ, 22 HP. The spike is still on his back, so he's just going to look for that money plant.
Hard plant.
If he could get it for Cloud9.
With the numbers.
100 Thieves closing in, and they're doing a good job to prevent that plant from going down, and they get the pistol round.
Best of 3 may not be the one to tell us, but we can find it out here.
Oh, big Gravity Well, Pain Shells to retaliate, and Eccles gets the kill for the trade-off, but it's still first blood for C9. Eccles under a little bit of pressure, so he's going to have to put a Nebula down. Picks up a Phantom left behind by Asuna, and this will calm things down just for a bit, but a great start for a fight for both of these teams.
Concealment.
Good, nice job of kind of keeping keeping Cloud9 backed up here. A little bit of a lurk by Leaf. Let's see how much damage he can do. It is the waiting game on 100 Thieves setup. They take a bit of space in one portion, and the rest of the map is just trapped up. You can't do too much about it unless you want to make them aware.
Ooh. Alarm bot to actually spot 2 players, or at least give that information that somebody's pushing towards B main, and we've given it up for our 100 Thieves. We're thinking that C9 are actually rotating all across towards A site. This is going to be another weak site here for Eccles on his own. A flash to come out, no information, but while we're taking our time, everybody from 100 Thieves are rotating back, and we have Eccles playing towards Hell side just so they could set the crossfire here from spawn side as well. Ethan first contact, first to fall. Mitch looking for the swing, but it's going to be xeta that supports him for that headshot. BabyJ also trying to sweep out, and all these one-on-one individual swings gets punished by 100 Thieves. At least Hiko's on Heaven's side. Spike is down, 18 seconds left, but he is also on his lonesome, and it's going to be at least the easy plant now for Cloud9.
Are they going to rope him? Sees the head, quick shots. That's 2. It's always a glimmer of hope, right? That's why Hiko in these situations is always fantastic, but they're doing a great double stack right outside. Nice observer peek there. Thank you so much for turning off that vision. You could see just how difficult that peek was for Hiko. A good flank by Mitch. I wonder what he can provide in mid for the team, but this is going to be an A hit.
And that Trailblazer was heard, knowing that Ethan's playing towards Heaven, close range is BabyJ, but with the Vandal, they can spray back through this, and just hiding through the Nebula as it disappears. It's still BabyJ that wins that one, too. So that splits off the attack for a bit. Everybody slows down towards A main. A big lurk, as you mentioned before, from Mitch on mid side, but no overextension from Asuna towards mid. Flash gets a bit of info at this point from Ethan playing up on rafters at A site. Hiko with the jump peek now spots one, and another battle on mid side between Mitch and Asuna, who is still continuing to push the defender side back, which would allow C9 to push up towards B. But here comes the swing. Here's for 1, and it's traded off on both ends, and now it forces Eccles to fall back inside the site, down to low HP, all the way back towards spawn. No way to get back inside that site, as we also have Xeppaa on the top of the B balcony, but there's 10 seconds left. There's no paint shells left, as Seekers are coming out on the defense, but not really needed because it's all stuck towards ropes. We have no information whatsoever of where these C9 players are playing the post plant.
Those are cleared right away, too. You don't get much out of it. Oh,
that's information right
almost
there.
Able to peek through it. Yeah, Hiko playing with fire, more like Aftershock. Can they push through? It looks like they're going to absolutely try for this, fans.
And it's good for Vanity with 2 kills, unfortunately for them. It was actually a very strong and better retake than for 100 Thieves.
Yeah. Absolute.
It's going to be Ethan getting the Trailblazer for information, as we have an early Viper Spit on mid side and a tool de false that connects, and Ethan falls, and that's an A site weaken.
Great job by Cloud9 to identify. They're like, wait, okay, let's peek with the operator we have. Easy peasy walking in. I mean, if they're going to give you those shots, take it. So this is going to be a pretty tough retake here coming in from 100 Thieves. And Cloud9 easily sway this game with the lockdown and this round going into favor.
The good old new turn ult. And Asuna is just trying to get the paint shells for the kill. It will land on the ground, so it will cancel it out. So that shaves down a little bit of... Actually, it didn't break. It was blocked a bit by Mitch, and then that actually locks down the player. And now we're pushing towards screen. Asuna falls, and we've capitalized on pushing forward towards spawn side. Showstopper does not get a kill because his teammate stole it from him, but Xeppaa still running around with it. Close range, lands it on the feet of Hiko. And Hiko, yes, he makes it out of heaven, but makes it out dead. Eccles then also another to fall, and we now have C9 in the lead by 3.
There's like fish in a barrel at the end there as soon as they were able to identify the members of 100 Thieves, but... Cloud9, what a great job attacking the site, identifying the openness after the ult mid. That was the first time that 100 Thieves had shown and committed something to the beginning of a round, right? Usually the most was that they would have Asuna creep out into B main, and they would have a bit more info, not giving up much. There, they ult mid. Cloud9's like, let's overpower A. That's numbers already. Really nicely done by them, and they hold the site. Take another round. Another one-way towards A, and this time they put BabyJ back over. Hiko will have B.
And we harped on before on Eccles' performance on the attacker side, but definitely doing a good job here on defense. And you see that when these numbers are stepping up, when he's doing his helping his teammates here, anchoring the sites too. We're starting to see this very close scoreline on 100 Thieves' defense. But C9 finally ended a drought once they got their weapons right, especially with that opener that they had with the Tour de Force. And they're looking to potentially observe and prod towards the A side again.
And it could become a sticky game for both teams here. I say 100 Thieves wins again. They kind of top of the money as C9. C9 does the same. If this becomes a back and forth, it is going to just be paper cuts on each side. It's so tough for both teams. 40 seconds left. Again, another one of these paced out rounds that it could be suffocated with all the utilities still up, and Cloud9 may have trouble getting in. 100 Thieves doesn't give them anything just yet.
And look at the landmine that's set up here by Leaf towards the A Heaven side, and the double satchel charges haven't been too great for both of these players between Asuna and Xeppaa so far, at least for that second one, but at least we're opening up towards A. A flash to come out to blind a bit, and that fully blinds xeta, but at least it's traded out by Vanity. One more off the ropes, so accurate. Paint shells then on the ground. 10 seconds left. Vanity has to push forward, and Asuna, as he lands on his feet, lands the headshot, and that, nope, it's activated instead, so that allows Ethan to get the kill onto Leaf. At least we have satchel charged inside the site, and we will be able to get a plant here for C9 out in the open. Super dangerous, but thankfully a Nebula is there. A side Heaven is not under control, but it's also going to be flanked very soon by Mitch. And that secret actually doesn't even go towards mid. This is going to be huge for Mitch to get that flank.
Mitch has to know. Oh, they go in. Asuna, can he find him? Just to the back. Is there another one in sight with the bite? No, they've retaken sight. Now it's going to be another retake that has to come in from C9.
There's that flank. The kill onto Eccles, and he's on his own. And that's going to be a nanoswarm on the ground. Hiko on the top. Paint shells on top of that. And that was quick and clean from the showstopper of Asuna.
Wow, what a good Ivans on that flank coming around. Could have caused so...
Just to try to get into that site. It's on B Heaven for the control. The camera's on the top. It's going to spot the arm of Xeppaa, sorry. Then Mitch still gets the kill into Eccles. We tried to do some one ways, and then Mitch gets another one to Asuna. How does that happen? They take over this B site right now. A lockdown on top of that to go towards spawn side. They pick up weapons, and it's going to be a plant. Are we going to try to close in the gap? We are. 2 players up towards Heaven. We're trying to fight towards B main, and we are running the clock down for C9, so things are looking perfect right now for this 5-on-3 in favor of the attacker side post plan. xeta watching that flank. An off angle. Now as Hiko gets the headshot, or sorry, the backstab onto Leaf, but does not expect for that kill coming in from xeta, playing the off angle, and somehow BabyJ did get detained, so they know that he's coming in from somewhere very far away. They have time to work with, they have room to breathe, and they will also have the round because we see now BabyJ falling back and saving his weapon.
How does Mitch always fly under the radar and then have these rounds where he's
That's
like,
Mitch.
remember me? You remember me? Yes, I'm Mitch. I have multiple agents. I can op when I'm on Killjoy. I can do it.
Frenzy entry.
2 huge frenzy entries this round that sweep 100 Thieves off their feet. Like, you saw how slow they were to react because it was so chaotic for them in the beginning. Like, nobody expected that to happen. And leave it up to Mitch.
The Ls from C9 are now moving up towards mid.
He's gonna stay. He's gonna wait for someone to leave. He thinks after the Rolling Thunder,
30
he'll
seconds left.
get somebody running out.
This is big.
3 are still there, Vans.
Yeah.
3 members, 100 Thieves.
There's that camera still up on B Heaven, though. And that could be a call for people to rotate right after. So there's that camera broken to flash. And then they're not going to get over this trap line. Finally gets broken out, but that's going to be a cue for BabyJ. There's only 10 seconds left here, Riv. We're in the back of the site. The openings are coming in. Eccles has to come up huge. He does get 2. Are we going to move into the site? We will get it. We will get the plant on top of that. But it's still a 2 versus 2 with the spike planet with only milliseconds remaining. Now Leaf in a great angle at the default boxes looking up towards B Heaven. And we have one playing towards Hell. It's still Mitch that wins that fight. 1 more to go. Can Hiko? Can he finally clutch it right now? 400 Thieves to keep it alive, and he won't. C9 will get the first round and win split.